Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about this Lethal Cosmetics palette that I made. So some of these are some new shades that they did just recent release. Some of them are older shades. I've only played pretty much with these three and this gold here in the middle. So today I want to try some of the more colorful looks, and my day is already over, so if it screws up and it doesn't go as planned, because this is one of my first times using blue shadows, so blues can be a little bit trickier to work with just when you're putting them on the lid. So we will see. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. I have my base makeup done minus my brows. I haven't touched them yet. I'm using the Eden eyeshadow primer by Urban Decay, and so I just like to swipe this on my lid. And I try to like really get it out in the corner because I have really watery eyes, mostly this one in particular. And so I always have issues if I don't have a good base down. It just gets irritated and then it all gets screwed up. So I use, that looks really crazy. I use the tip of my beauty blender generally to blend this out. Just because this Eden one is a little bit drier and I like the moisture from my beauty blender to really get it nice and blended. But a little backstory to Lethal Cosmetics. They are a German company. They are based out of Berlin, I believe. I don't know how new the company is. Right now, the only products they have online are like eyeshadows and lip products. I haven't tried any lip products. I think they have a lot more like liquid lips, and that's not my thing. But I was watching several videos. Angelica Nickfist, she's Swedish, she was talking about them, and so that's what got me interested in trying the brand. I'm gonna pull up my smaller mirror just to make sure I got that all blended. Okay, so that looks pretty darn good. I'm gonna go with it. I am gonna grab one more thing really. Okay, so I went and grabbed my Wet n Wild single in Creme Brulee, or just Brulee. I set my lids. I have hooded lids and I have oily lids. They need to be set. So I just take this, it's kind of a denser, fluffy buffing brush, I think is what it's supposed to be, or a crease brush. I use it just to tap in and then tap all over my lids just to set everything. But like I was saying, Lethal Cosmetics, this is my first order from them. I ordered this, the new shades, I saw they were coming out and I was like, I'm gonna have to order that. And so I placed my order the day they released. I was actually, it was like my first full day when I went to Alaska. I woke up because I was so jet lagged. I woke up and immediately ordered these because obviously they're ahead. Like Germany is ahead of Alaskan time by like almost 10 hours. So they were already released as soon as I got up, or they were releasing like right around the time I got up. So that was really nice. But I wanted to focus more on like the bluey green shades. Just because, and up until that point, I didn't have any blues like that in my collection. I have since then bought the ColourPop Over the Moon palette, which I thought about filming with, but I was like, I want this one first. Because these blues and greens look so gorgeous. So now that I have that, I don't really know what I'm planning on doing. I think I'm gonna start maybe with this green just into my crease and see where we go from there. We'll just see how this goes. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. So I'm just gonna pull out this Wet n Wild brush. This is a crease brush from Wet n Wild. It's just stained. I'm gonna run it through my color switch just to be sure, but pretty sure it's just stained. I've tried to buy more of these brushes because they're really good, but Wet n Wild has changed them. And like they're shorter brushes now, so they're not like as fluffy and tapered as this one is, which is really sad because it's a really nice brush. So I'm just gonna go in to this shade. Ooh, that had a lot of kick up. and then tap it off. I'm just gonna start working in my crease. And I'm hoping that me using the natural light doesn't like really screw this up, or I don't need anything more. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Just really focus that kind of just sloppily in my crease right now. And I really like to work and buff it out to my outer corner right now, just because those are always really struggly areas for me, because that's where my eye waters. That's always where my eye waters at. Yeah, but I don't want anything precise right now, so that'll work. That'll do. So I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go in with the Sigma E25. Yeah, Sigma E25. I'm gonna put that off in my color switch as well with this bottom blue. And I'll put the shade names down in the description box. Some of these I know are out of stock currently, and some of them are pre-order. So when I go in with shadows like this, I use my E25 to tap them into my outer corner. With blues, from what I've heard, never done this before, but from my experience with other shadows, it's a little bit easier to like tap them and then kind of blend them inward. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And I just always want to get it down to that lash line too. And then I slowly just work it up. I don't know if this even looks good on camera. We'll see. We'll see. You gotta start somewhere, everybody. Okay. So I'm liking that. So I'm gonna do that on the other side now. So I'm just blending that a little bit deeper into the crease. I'm gonna do the same on this side. I'm just barely tapping in here because I don't want anything too crazy. And I am gonna go back in with my bigger fluffy crease brush that I used for that that Wet n Wild brush, and I will just try to like clean up the edges a bit. But I'm just trying to keep this really simple, and like my first time using this palette, well, second time, but first time using the blues. So I'm just gonna like try to keep it pretty chill. I don't want to do anything crazy. Okay. And so now I am gonna take my favorite shader brush, but I am gonna do that green, this green, I think, all over the lid. But I'm gonna set that with the setting spray. I know when I try to foil my shadows, I always use primer water. This is just the original one. I do have a scented one. I haven't tried that for this yet though. I don't know if that scent would irritate my eyes, just because I do have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm always really leery, and I've had issues in the past with using palettes that have alcohol. So I'm just tapping my brush, and you can see, and then I just spray it a couple times, and then I'm just going to start tapping that on the lid. Hopefully you can see that. That looks really pretty. So I kind of do like, because I have hooded lids, I try to do almost like a halo, or like, yeah, like a halo type thing. So again, I'm just kind of tapping that on the lid and up into the crease a little bit higher here, and then I curve it down. Okay, so that's what that is looking like. I'm pretty happy with that. My E25, just a little bit over here, just so I make sure everything's good, nice and blended. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of that green, I'm gonna like lightly tap into this, like boop, that, and you still saw that kick up. And I'm just gonna try to work this just a hair more. Same thing on the other side. So now I'm gonna go under and start doing some work under my eyes. This is where I generally start running into problems because the powder kicks up in my eye, especially when they are more powdery formulas. So I am using the Luxie Mini Round. This is their Luxie 141. This is kind of what I use for my pencil brush. I'm gonna start with that deepest shade, which is just that blue that we used. And I just kind of like gently roll my brush in there and then I tap it off really well. And then I'm just gonna start out here and just try to do this. Now I'm going to go in with that green to the first shade, and I kind of start a little bit back and just start kind of going over this. So I'm gonna just keep blending that out a bit without irritating my eyes as best I can. Okay, and now I'm going to put the green that we did all over our lid. I'm gonna run that. I'm looking for. So this is what the eye look looks like so far. Hopefully it looks okay. I think I'm just gonna use Glazed Donut from Ofra. This is the Nikki Tutorials collab. This is the M508. But I'm liking that so far. I'm gonna use a little bit different brush for my brow bone though. This again is a Luxie, I think this might be the same one, just a different one. Like a different brush handle. Yeah, it is. This is again the Luxie 141 Mini Round. I just really like this brush. I think that looks good. I am gonna put something in my waterline. So I grabbed the I think this is Deuce Cosmetics. This is their Ultra Precision eyeliner in just blue. I think that would look pretty. So yeah, that is the eye look. I'm gonna do my brows and then I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will show you some pictures at the end once I put some mascara and everything on. So I wanted to do a close-up for you guys, kind of so you can see the look. Hopefully it's showing up. I will have some pictures. I'll post some pictures of some close-ups, but I'm really liking the palette. I feel like it blended really well, especially for my first time using the blue shades. It looks pretty good. I just think it looks really good. I have no complaints so far. I'm going to be ordering that other palette, but that is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, I hope you'll stick around and stay tuned for more content. Thanks. Bye.